What are the best coffee maker espresso machine combo units? Coffee maker / espresso machine combos. One machine that promises to do everything. Drip coffee for your morning routine and cafe quality espresso when you want something special. But here's what the manufacturers don't want you to know. Most of these all-in-one machines are mediocre at both tasks, and you might be better off buying separate dedicated units. In fact, there's really only one combo machine that actually delivers on both promises without compromise. So which combo units are worth your counter space? Which ones brew decent drip coffee without sacrificing espresso quality? And should you even buy a combo machine at all? By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which combo units are worth considering and whether this compromise makes sense for your kitchen. Let's start with the uncomfortable truth. Combo machines exist because manufacturers know consumers want convenience and counter space savings. One machine instead of two, one power cord, one spot on your counter. But here's the problem with trying to do everything. You usually end up doing nothing particularly well. Dedicated drip coffee makers are optimized for brewing large batches at consistent temperatures. Dedicated espresso machines are engineered for precise pressure, temperature control, and steam power. Combining both systems into one chassis means compromises on both sides. The combo machine market falls into three distinct categories. Budget combos that promise everything but deliver disappointment. Mid-range machines that make decent attempts at both functions. And ultra-premium models that actually succeed but cost way more than anyone wants to spend. There is one model, though, that succeeds at a reasonable price point. The budget combo trap. Here's where most people get burned. You see an affordable combo machine and think you're getting an incredible deal. Brands like Cuisinart, Mr. Coffee, and Hamilton Beach all make versions that look impressive in product photos. The brutal reality? These budget combos produce weak, under-extracted espresso that tastes nothing like what you'd get at a cafe. The pressure pumps barely reach the 15 bars needed for proper extraction. The steam wands can't generate enough power to create microfoam. You're getting espresso-style concentrated coffee, not actual espresso. The drip coffee side often fares slightly better, but still disappoints. Temperature consistency is poor. Brew times are too fast, resulting in weak, sour coffee. Within 6 months, most users abandon the espresso function entirely and just use it as a mediocre drip machine. User reviews across these budget combos tell the same story repeatedly. Initial excitement followed by disappointment. The espresso tastes bitter or sour. The milk frother makes hot milk but not foam. You saved money up front, but you didn't actually get either function done well. The mid-range compromise. Moving up to mid-range combos, you start seeing machines that take both functions more seriously. But options remain limited and compromised. The Ninja Espresso and Coffee Barista system represents the mid-range approach. It dedicates proper space to both drip and espresso functions. The drip side brews up to 12 cups with multiple strength settings. The espresso side uses pods for convenience rather than ground coffee. But here's the catch. Pod-based espresso will never match the quality of fresh ground beans through a proper machine. You're locked into buying pods continuously. The flavor profile is inherently limited by pre-ground coffee sitting in pods for weeks or months. Serious coffee enthusiasts won't accept this compromise. The Ninja works for households where some people want quick drip coffee and others want convenient espresso-style drinks without the learning curve. But if you care about espresso quality, pods won't satisfy you. And if you just want good drip coffee, you're paying for espresso functionality you might never use properly. The DeLonghi exception. Now, let's talk about the one combo machine that actually works. The DeLonghi all-in-one combination coffee and espresso machine. This is the only combo unit that takes both functions seriously and executes them at levels that approach dedicated machines. The drip side features a 10-cup glass carafe with proper temperature control and brewing parameters. You get consistently good drip coffee that rivals dedicated drip machines. The espresso side uses a portafilter with proper pressure and temperature for legitimate espresso extraction. The steam wand has enough power to create microfoam for latte art. But here's the controversial part. It's a premium investment that matches what you'd spend on two separate quality machines. You're paying for the engineering required to make both functions work properly in one chassis. The convenience and counter space savings come at a financial premium. DeLonghi designed this machine with separate boilers for drip and espresso, which is why both functions work properly. Most combo machines share heating elements and pumps, creating the compromises that ruin both functions. The dual boiler approach eliminates those compromises, but requires premium construction. Here's what nobody asks. Does combining these machines even make sense for how you actually use coffee equipment? Most households fall into 3 patterns. Pattern 1. You primarily drink drip coffee, but occasionally want espresso drinks. You're better off with a quality drip machine, and either an AeroPress or a budget espresso machine you use occasionally. Pattern 2. You primarily want espresso drinks, but occasionally brew drip for guests. Buy a quality espresso machine and keep a simple pour-over setup for the rare times you need multiple cups. Pattern 3. You genuinely use both functions equally and frequently. This is the only scenario where a combo machine makes practical sense. But even then, you need to honestly assess whether the counter space savings justify the compromises or premium investment. Let's cut through the marketing and talk about actual performance. Budget combos. The espresso is undrinkable for anyone who knows what espresso should taste like. The drip coffee is mediocre at best. You're essentially buying a subpar drip machine with a useless espresso attachment. Save your money. Mid-range pod-based combos. The drip coffee is decent. The espresso is convenient but limited by pod quality. If you prioritize convenience over quality and don't mind the ongoing pod expense, these can work. But you're sacrificing the customization and freshness that make espresso great. DeLonghi all-in-one. Both functions work legitimately well. The drip coffee matches dedicated brewers. The espresso approaches entry-level dedicated machines. But the premium investment means you could buy 2 separate quality machines for similar money, gaining flexibility and potentially better performance in each category. The honest assessment? For most people, separate machines make more sense. You get better performance in both categories, more flexibility in placement, and the ability to upgrade one without replacing both. So what's the actual recommendation? Here's the honest answer based on real-world usage patterns. Skip combo machines entirely if you're serious about either coffee or espresso. Buy dedicated equipment that excels at one function rather than compromising on both. Your coffee and espresso will taste noticeably better. Consider the DeLonghi all-in-one only if counter space is genuinely limited. You use both functions frequently and equally, and you're willing to make the premium investment for convenience. It's a combo that actually works well. Avoid budget combos completely. They're a false economy that leaves you with 2 bad machines instead of 1 good one. The disappointment isn't worth the initial savings. Here's the bottom line. The coffee maker / espresso machine combo sounds great in theory, but rarely works in practice. Most combos compromise both functions to the point where neither satisfies. The one exception requires a premium investment that matches buying 2 separate quality machines. For most home coffee lovers, the smarter choice is deciding which function matters most and buying a quality dedicated machine for that purpose. Add a simple solution for your secondary need. You'll get better results, more flexibility, and often better value. What's your coffee setup at home? Drop a comment below. If this video saved you from buying a disappointing combo machine, hit that like button and subscribe for more honest kitchen appliance reviews. Thanks for watching!